Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Willies and welcome back to Sky Factory 2.5. In the last episode, we were working on a ton of quests in our little achievement book. Let's see, we finished the Nether Fortress into dirt. We did the Resonant Energy Cell, that was close. Diamond Reactor. I feel like we've done some other stuff since then. But pretty much we're working on honestly finishing up this mod pack. There is nothing left except for killing Chaos Guardians, which that's hopefully what we're gonna do today. We'll see if we get to that. Hopefully we do. No promises. We've got a lot of stuff to do before we can go kill a Chaos Dragon. We need to produce 1 billion RF per tick. We're running a 1k by 1k Ender Quarry in the Deep Dark. That took a little bit to set up, so we were trying to set that up last episode, and we ran into the problem of it wasn't connecting right, and well, it turns out it was just because I am bad at counting, I think. It's working now, so that's all that matters. We'll check it in a couple episodes probably and see how it's doing, but that should eventually get done. And then we just need an octuple compressed cobblestone block. So how much cobblestone do we have in here? We have a lot. Let's go ahead and get just as much compressed cobblestone as we possibly can, and we're gonna put that down here. Guess it goes in. No? Why is this not taking it? Oh, let's go ahead and just continue compressing this. So cobblestone, we're getting a ton of this stuff. Yeah, we're getting it very quickly as well. Let's grab all that again. I was gonna say there's still a little bit out there. Where'd the rest of it go? By the way, I'm making the Awakened Cores, which requires a little bit over 100 Nether stars. So yeah, it's gonna take a little bit to do that, but we'll go ahead and make some of this manually. So 130,000 cobblestone is a lot, but how much is it actually? If we look at compressed cobblestone, 130,000 is a couple quintuple. So it's not that much. It's not nearly as much as you'd hope it would be, but it's still a good bit. And the problem is it's going to fill up our system more than anything else. So let's just get a bunch of double compressed, and we'll see if that one helps with this a little bit. Yeah, there's so much stuff on there. Why is this not taking... Okay, so maybe... Maybe I need to just compress this farther. And... just go as far as we possibly can. So... there's a little over a stack of triples. And just a little over 10 quadruples. Rather, a little over a single quintuple. So, can add that. I think what the problem is, it's trying to add too much and it can't. So how close are we? We are at 49 sextuples. That's not too shabby. It could be better. So let's get let's see. We're gonna want an export bus. Let's see, how do we make those? Export buses are pretty easy. We just need a core. It is probably the formation core. Yes, because we're forming it as it goes. So we have 8 awakened cores, by the way. We're probably going to need more of these. It is still crafting 80 nether stars. It's taking its time. It will get there. So what is... That's waiting on more draconium down here is cooking up. And it's cooking up as fast as it possibly can. Alright, well, we'll just let that set for a little bit. I need to figure out what is taking up so much space in our system. Number of items. We have a ton of nether brick. Alrighty then. Do we have any barrels? Void upgrades, yeah. What do we want to do? Because what I want to do is I want to export stuff into the system, and what we're going to do is we're going to export cobblestone that we're getting from our quarry into this guy. So right here, I don't have my magnet on, so I'm probably going to lose stuff, but that's fine. Let's see, we're going to want to grab... is it ever going to get this done? So it is crafting just a little bit more. It's actually pretty close to being done. I love seeing all of the stuff just increasing constantly. Okay, it's done with the formation core. So there is an export bus. We're going to want a piece of cobblestone, which I have. We're going to want some ME cable. I guess it's glass cable. And we need to make sure we have channels over here. So let's see. This line does not have any more channels. Can we fix that? Easily. Sure. What we're gonna do is we're gonna get some dense cable. We have 14. And let's see. Let's just go ahead and get this ready. I don't want to do this until it is done with its stuff. So we're going to put cobblestone there. And just need to run this up. Let's turn our magnet back on. That might be smart. So we'll just run this back up here. Not there. And this will go over. Now we're not quite ready to connect it, so I think what we can do is, at least for the time being, these guys really doing anything? I have that off, so we can disconnect this guy. Just for the time being. I don't want to mess with this because that could be bad, but this should have one less channel. Should be, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this has actually been broken for a while. Also, where did you come from? F7. Not entirely sure. Alright, so what's something else we can get rid of? You are doing things. You are not. We'll break you. So now we should have 7 on here. It should update here in a second. There we go. Cool. Now we can connect this guy, and basically what I'll do is later, so that should give us even more cobblestone. And does this guy have, we need some item conduit speed upgrades. Oh my gosh, we have way too much stuff in our system. Our system is actually full. So what can we do about this? Take stuff out that doesn't need to be there. And it will fill up with other things. So we're kind of at a bad point. Any drives. Can we make one of those? And can we make 10 of these? No. Let's make a 16K. No crafting CPUs are available. That's fine. We still have 65 more things to do. IMI drive. It doesn't have any place to go, so let's take the apple saplings out. So we'll craft this. And then scheduled 4 sticks. So it still doesn't have places to go. Let's just start taking some stuff out that is a little bit excess. And that will help it for brief times. Just very briefly. So there we go. There's that. Let's craft one of these. And there's a fly flying around me. Little gnat. We can also take the draconic cores out. Actually, no, we don't. We don't want to take those out. I can't put anything back in. So what is filling up? These are not full, actually. So is this presumably done? What's something we can take out? It's easy. We're not going to get any more of this stuff right now. So unfortunately, it's kind of full of everything. Question mark. So what we need to do is just kind of get things situated a little bit better. We need more drives, basically, and the bigger the better. Why is it not able to do anything with that? So let's take the spawners out. Come on, go ahead and craft that. And alright, let's just do it manually. So we need a housing. There we go. Can we put that in? No, of course not. So we just do this, and we're just going to pop down here. This has plenty of channels. We're going to put this guy right here and throw him that, and that's probably going to fill up pretty quickly. So what we can do is we can take this guy out. We can put, let's make one more of these. And then we need to find this guy. So we do that. We're going to replace that. Throw that back in there, and it's working on it. So there's that. We're going to make one more of these. We're going to replace that and code it. And can we put some stuff back? We certainly can. Cool. So crisis pretty much averted. I kind of forgot about this. So let's go ahead and get another 16K. And let's make 8 more. So that'll take a little bit of time, but it shouldn't be bad. I want that dense cable. And we need to do a lot of things. So I don't think we're gonna actually get to the dragon today, but cleaning this up is gonna be nice and easy. So we have one more already. This is gonna take some time. It's almost done. We only need a few more, and then we're going to power up a lot of things. We're gonna power up all our armor and our bow. I'm not going to worry about the Draconic Staff of Power. It's kind of useless in the Chaos Dragon fights. But the thing that we want to do as well is, well, I need more green heart canisters. And why are those not working? Is it because of the runic shielding? Let's get a regen potion. Regeneration 2. That'll work. So I just want to try to get as much health as we can. Runic shielding is not really going to protect us all that much. Let's grab that. This gnat is really bothering me. Alright, how is this... Is this guy like flickering? No, it's filling up very quickly with cobblestone. So we need a couple things. One, we need item conduit speed upgrades. Let's get 20 of them, that's fine. No crafting CPUs are available. Cancel those sticks. I don't even know why it's making sticks off the top of my head. Other than maybe for the... I don't think it makes sticks for these. Just kind of flat out, but that's full anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab some conduit speed upgrades. And there's only one more of those that we need. And I think it just made it. No? Okay. Did I already take one down here? That I did. So 16Ks are better than 4Ks, obviously. But doesn't matter too much. We could eventually upgrade them all. We could honestly make 64Ks. That wouldn't be too much more expensive. But it's just not really worth it. So, what were we doing? We need... Oh, what were we doing? Is making sticks, and we want the conduit speed upgrade. So, there's 6 of them. This will help at least a little bit, and it's mostly for this. So we put that in there. It's going to dump all of its stuff out much, much faster. And then we're also going to want some ME speed upgrades to try to fix the other problem. So if we look at cobblestone right now, it is still going up quite a bit. So what is the speed upgrades? It is an upgrade, isn't it? What are they called? Card. That's what it's called. Acceleration cards. There we go. So we know how to make... Okay, we have fuzzy cards, so we need advanced cards, which do we know how to make? No. So a calculation processor, please. And then is it just Fluix crystals? Alright, so that's easy enough. And the system knows how to make those. Plus we have some Fluix essence. So what we can do is, I think it's like that. Yeah, that'll be good enough. So, calculation processor. There we go. We put that there. We'll craft that, and then one of these and one of these makes acceleration cards. Alright, so why make this? Well, basically it's going to make my life easier. We can make 5 of them, I believe. So it's going to make 2 immediately, and we can go ahead and get those in here. So this basically makes export buses faster. And we can do 4, not 5. Whatever. We can use another one later for something else, but yeah, we can only use 4. I forgot if it was 4 or 5. Anyways, that'll make that go a lot faster. Why is it... It should only be exporting cobblestone. Alright, well, there's an easy way to fix that. If we can go grab a key. Where is my key? It's gotta be in here. Drawer key. Alright, so, this is just a matter of cobblestone. Everything's good. And how is that handling the cobblestone from this guy? A little bit better. So what we can do is just one of these. Just make a bunch of compressed. And basically call it a day. So, we should be almost done with this. Yeah, 15 more. 15 more withers. Ugh. Alright. Let's do this. Double compressed. Don't care. Single compressed. Or triple compressed, rather. I don't know why I said single. So quadruples. And let's just grab all of these guys. And we're going to put them down here. So triple compress goes in here. Double. And there we go. So we have 50 sextuple compressed cobblestone. We need 81 in total, but that looks a lot better. And it should get rid of pretty much all of the... it should get rid of pretty much all of the stuff, all of the cobblestone that we're getting from the quarry, which is going super fast. How are we doing on power? That is something that should be a concern. We have 13 billion, and it is very rapidly going down, but it's so much power it doesn't really matter. So let's go ahead and see if we can't get... See, we have 9 yellow heart canisters. And yeah, we need to turn these into green heart canisters. So, can we do that? That requires block of bedrockium, easy, and then miniature green hearts, which requires dragon hearts. I forgot about that. So we need 9 dragon hearts. Actually, not as bad as you might think. So we have plenty of these guys. So all we have to do is go into the end and kill dragons, which is surprisingly easy? Question mark. Which one is better? I think these are. So that's 20 hearts versus 7. Yeah, much better with these. Let's also charge up. I have put the Tesseract for this guy, so we can charge this guy really quickly. And we should be able... Let's go ahead and turn this guy back on, just to get some more power, because we're going to use a lot of power. Do we have all of the cores? No, it's still waiting on a few. So something with the system is messed up, because it should have went by now. We are missing skulls. And soul sand. Let's just break this guy. There we go. And I accidentally grabbed another star. So we'll just put that into the system and it should not care. It says it's still crafting for... is it still sending stuff over? No, it's empty. I guess it just hasn't picked them all up. I might have lost some from explosions. That is a thing that could happen. It is kind of an oversight, but not really. So let's just cancel that. And then we're going to tell it to make one more. And that should kind of handle itself. So in the meantime, what we're going to end up doing, and is this guy... working. Alright, so let's go to the Dragon Dimlet. And we have to teleport there because it doesn't work otherwise. Something about broken somethings. And we'll fix everything else later. So, dragons. Now I had to come back here a little bit and kill some dragons as well. Pretty easy, to be honest. So what we're gonna do is just kind of fly this way until a dragon spawns, and then it's like just a couple hits. There we go. And then you can take the heart and just kill it. We're gonna get a lot of draconium, and so there's 2. Bunch of experience. Not really worried about that. So we'll just kind of fly in one direction until we find another dragon. And I will say this is a really cool, this is a really cool dimension regardless of the dragons, but the dragons definitely make it worthwhile. And then the this pickaxe is by far the Staff of Power is by far the best way to kill the normal dragons. They just don't stand a chance. Anyways, it is nighttime, unfortunately, so I don't think we're gonna get that many. But there is 2. Can get a bunch of yellow hearts as well. Yeah, unfortunately, one of the dragons we killed destroyed the teleporter, whatever it's called, matter receiver. It was like one of the first dragons we killed. The bedrock portal kind of overrode it, so it happens, but it just means we have to teleport with our advanced charm and dislocation. Now, something to kind of note. I don't understand why we're not getting dragons right now. That's not what I wanted to note, but that is also an actual valid what's going on with this world. Let's get up higher, and maybe the only things that will spawn is dragons. Because we can have multiple dragons all at once. Yep, there we go. So we'll just fly up higher and see if we get more dragons. But yeah, so one thing to kind of note about all of this is, well, we kind of are going to be going after the Chaos Dragons, expecting to die. So everything that we have is going to have, Soulbound and anything like that we can get. Everything that is important is going to have Soulbound. So that is an important thing. We do have plenty of books. That's not an issue, actually. It's just a matter of getting the books onto the stuff. All the Draconic armor and stuff is pretty easy. We're also going to get protection on all of them as well, I do believe. So I'd love to get some more dragons. There's another dragon. Where are you? There you are. Come here, Mr. Dragon. Miss Dragon. However you want to call him. Come here. I'll keep shooting you. Alright, let's get the heart. The heart's really all I care about. So that is number 4. I think as it becomes day, we'll have more dragons because there'll be less other mobs, but I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure about that. So we'll figure it out, but there's so many dragon eggs. We could hatch so many dragons, it doesn't even matter. Your skin's interesting. Oh, you're like a Greek god. You're a chicken. And there's a dragon. Alright, so let's just kill him. There is another one. Another dragon. Alright, so this is a lot better. We need 3 more hearts. So we'll just kind of fly around till we hear some dragon wings and kill more dragons. That's the goal. So yeah, once we have all this health, it's gonna help a lot. It really is. But probably not, actually. I don't actually know if the health is gonna help all that much, because the Chaos Dragons are just that nasty. That being said, we should be able to handle it. We're going to have Draconic stuff. We're going to have it all powered up, and we're going to get some other things, which we're going to make before we end the episode. It's just one last thing that we're going to have to do. There's a dragon over there. And there we go. Now we're getting dragons. So there's 1. 1 more. We just need 1 more dragon. Please. There are so many portals. That's not bad, but I would hate to have to do this. I will be honest, I'd hate to have to do Draconic Evolution without some sort of dragon dimlet, or easy way to get hearts, because the amount of Awakened Draconium you need for anything good is kind of ridiculous. And resurrecting the dragon is not fun, because you need mob souls, and mob souls are not the easiest thing in the world to get, unfortunately, because of just the rarity of them. So obviously the Reaper enchant helps, and all the Draconic gear helps a lot to get that, but it's still not fun. But that being said, where is the last dragon? We just need 1 more dragon. I don't know if they have a spawn limit around the those things or not, but let's just fly off this direction. It doesn't really matter. And hopefully a dragon will spawn here soon. I don't even know the natural. There we go. There is a dragon somewhere around here. There you are. And there you go. You're dead. We have the heart, and we're out of here. So let's go ahead and turn off this. Stop wasting all of our power. We got a ton of Draconium for that. And good number of yellow hearts. We're going to need more. So we just surround. So green hearts are made like so. And you know what? It's going to be easier in here. So we'll do something like this. And there is our 9 green hearts, and then the 9 green heart canisters. There we go. So that should give us as much life as we possibly can have. Now, a couple things. We're going to grab the dense cable, and we're going to grab the standard cable. And what we're going to do is we're going to throw this stuff in here. We're going to dense cable all of this to, let's say, right here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 12, 13, 14. Perfect. 9, 11, 12, 13. Alright, I guess we only need 13. I miscounted. So with that taken care of, we should be able to connect everything back up, and everything should work just fine. So how's it doing? It takes it a second to realize that it's connected again. So those are online, and we have 10 channels. Perfect. So with that taken care of, we can do a couple more things. So first of all, we have all of these awakened cores, and the first thing I want to awaken is the Draconic Bow. So we install, we can install 6 Draconic cores. So one thing we're going to want is draw speed. And I think that's the most we can do. So max points is 6. So yeah. Air velocity and base damage. And let's do another base damage. So draw speed is a second. Let's just get as much damage as we can. Let's kind of spread it out a little bit. All right, so that is as much as we can do, and that costs a bunch of cores. So we're gonna take all of this armor and do something similar. So we have 1 core in the shield recovery, shield capacity. We're gonna want RF capacity, and I think shield recovery, and they're all important, to be honest. So max points is 50. And the best thing you can do is add the awakened cores. So we're just going to do that to all this stuff. Get as much of everything we can. And then that should be pretty much it. So hopefully this is a good setup. I don't actually know. We'll get everything charged and all that kind of fun stuff later. Now, there's one last thing that we're going to want, and that is capacitors. We're going to want these Draconic Flux capacitors, which requires a bunch of these. So, we're going to need 3 of those, I think. So it's going to be even more explosions over there. And let's see, we're going to need a Wyvern capacitor. So let's go ahead and get the recipe for that. So I have no Wyvern stuff right now. So let's make one of these and one of these. And so that's going to take a little bit of time. So I'm just trying to think if there's anything else we're going to want to do. Whoops, didn't mean to click that. How are we doing for power? One of the big things we just kind of need to work on is getting more stuff. Just getting a little bit more stuff. We need the capacitors so that we can have plenty of power for these guys. We're going to charge everything up, and honestly after that we're good to go. So the next episode we are going to take on the dragon. Now I just want to kind of show off, I have a lot of Soulbound books. We're going to want quite a few of those, as well as for all this. So if we look at the armor, they have inventories as well, and we're going to want protection as protection as high as we can. We do not want Last Stand. That messes with things. It's kind of buggy. So what we're going to want to do is how bad would it be to make protection from this? Protection is dark steel. Ugh. So I think because of the number of levels I have, I think it might be best to get protection 3. We're going to take the protection 3 books, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to take all of these, and let's get like 20 levels, not soulbound. We're going to protection 3, protection 3, protection 4, and 2 protection 4s to protection. Protection 3, and protection 3 to protection 4, and can I get protection 5? No. Okay, so there's 2. I don't know that I have any more protection 3 books. There's 1. Fire protection. We don't need that kind of stuff. But I could probably go ahead and get some of these guys, get the stuff off of them. And how much dark steel do we have? Not drag. Dark steel, not much. So there is an awakened core. So can we make the capacitors yet? So draconium. Go ahead and craft 20 of it. It'll take a second. We still have plenty of stuff, so let's go ahead and teach it how to make the Wyvern Flux capacitor. And we'll have it make one of those. So Wyvern Flux capacitor should be pretty quick because it already has most of the things it needs. And then the Draconic one, there we go. And we're going to want at least one of these, if not 2. So let's get 2. And that's going to take some time. It's going to do some things. But all in all, we're pretty much ready. So what we can do is open the inventory on all this stuff. Inventory on this has power infinity, soulbound. Make sure all of our armor has protection 4 infinity, or soulbound rather. And then so protection soulbound, and then the last thing we're going to want to do is the enhanced charm. We're going to want to put soulbound on it. Nice and easy. So do we have any capacitors? We have 1. Now, I bet you can guess what we're going to do on this one too. We want soulbound. So we're going to need 2 more soulbound books. Let's take 3. So we can put soulbound on this as well. And let's get like 10 levels. We should be able to put soulbound on the capacitors. And what is it doing? I think it bugged out again. This is such a terrible system. But hey, okay. This is actually an easy fix. That is something that's acceptable-ish. The reason it happens is because there's not enough of a delay. But it's not that big of a deal. So that should be everything there. We just need protection and soulbound everything else, and then charge it all up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and end the episode off here. Next time we are going to take on the Chaos Guardians. And we're going to take on at least one. And pray. How much cobblestone? Cool. It is actually keeping up. So that's not filling up our inventory anymore. And how are we doing? We're at 52. So relatively soon it should get there. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean up the ME system just a little bit, and we'll go from there. So next time, Chaos Guardians. We're going to try our hand at it, and we'll go from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye!